Hi, so mates, welcome back to Sew with Adeshola. In today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to cut and sew this beautiful button down flare gown and a notch collar. If this is something you're interested in, keep on watching. So I'll be making use of 3 yards of Ankara fabric, and you can decide to use any other fabric of your choice. So having said that, without wasting our time, let's get right into the tutorial. So I have gone ahead to fold my fabric into two, the front piece unfold and also the back piece unfold. And if you notice, you see that one is longer than the other. The front piece is going to be longer than the other, is going to be longer than the back piece rather. So the front piece is longer by 3 inches than the back piece, as you can see. So the next thing I'm going to do is to rule out the starting line. So from that starting line, we are going to start taking all other measurements, which is our bust point, our bust line. I took 10 inches from my bust line, and after then I took 16.5 inch from my waistline. So you go ahead and take your waistline as well. Then I'll go ahead and extend those lines like that. So go ahead and do yours. And after you are done with that, the next thing I'm just going to do is to take the full length of my dress. So I'm going to be taking the full length of my dress. I place my tape rule on that 16.5 inch, which is my waist. Then I took the length of my dress, which is 40 inches. So now the next thing we are going to be doing is to take our back measurement, which is the width and the depth of our neckline. So I went to that center, the back center, and then I came down by 1.5, which is going to serve as my neck depth, 1.5 for the neck depth, and 3 inches for the neck width. I hope you understand. And you can see that I'm marking on that back piece rather. So then go ahead and connect it. Then from that center, still go ahead and mark your shoulder to shoulder measurement. For me 7.5. Then I came down by 1 inch, which is my shoulder slope. Then I connected into the neck like so. Then after we are done with that, the next thing we're going to do is from that slope come down by 7 inches, which is my own chest line. If yours is more than 7 inches, go ahead and take your your chest line. Then after that, after making a line like so, I went ahead and took my shoulder to shoulder measurement, which is 7.5 on that chest line. Then I went ahead to connect it to my slope like so. Then the next thing we're going to do is to make our armhole. So I went ahead to my chest line and I took my round bust measurement divided by 4, which is 8.5. I took the same thing on my bust line. After which I will also go to my waistline and take my waist measurement divided by 4. Then the next thing I went ahead to do was come to my armhole line like that, divide it by 2, and then whatever I have at the middle like that, I will go in by ½ inch like so. So after going in by ½ inch, connect the 3 dots together, which is from that shoulder slope to that ½ inch you came in by, and then to your bust measurement like so. And after you are done with that, the next thing we are just going to do is to take our front neckline measurement. So for the front, I went to that 3 inches that we took as extension and came down by 3 inches. I hope you understand. Just come to that front piece, go down by 3 inches, which is the length of your, which is the depth rather for the neck. So I went ahead and extended it into that extension that we have, that 3 inches. So that's that for the neck of the front piece. Then you connect it into the back piece like so. Then the next thing we're going to do is to start taking our measurement. So I added 2.5 as allowance for my my measurement rather. So I took 2.5 for my measurement on the chest line, bust line, and also on my waistline. Then from there I went ahead and then slant it from my waistline down to the end of my fabric like so. If you are wondering that, like, how full should your fabric look like, depending on what you have at hand, what you are working with. So I'm working with 3 yards rather. So I just divided the 3 yards into 2 and then folded it like this. where I have my front and my back piece. So that's what I just did. I hope you understand that. So the next thing we're just going to do is to start taking our measurement from the center, from that top, from that starting line. We're going to start taking our measurement to give us this and the flare effect, the circle flare effect. So I just went ahead and started taking my measurements. Still from that starting line, I was just coughing it, and that was just it. You can see I'm trying to show it to us to the end of the fabric. You can see that's going to give us that flare effect, that circle flare effect. I hope you get it. Then I went ahead to extend my fabric, like how wide I want my flare to be at the down part. I went ahead to extend it a little bit, and after that, the next thing we're going to do is to cut it out. And note, while we are cutting, you have to cut the front and the back neckline first. Just look at what I'm doing. So we have to cut the back neckline first, and after we are done with that, the next thing we're just going to do is to trace out that 3 inches. You understand? But before then, I went ahead to cut out the front neckline. So I just extended that into the neckline, and then I cut it out. You can see. So you just go ahead and cut it out. And now after we are done with that, the next thing we are just going to do is to trace out that 3 inches out. Just use your chalk or whatever you are using to trace out that 3 inches out. Now the next thing you want to do is to divide that 3 inches into two, which is 1.5, 1.5. Just go ahead and divide that 3 inches into two. Mark a point like so and divide it into two. And now after you are done dividing it into two rather, the next thing we are going to do is from that point, from that, you come down by 6 inches or 7 inches or 8 inches, depending on how open you want your collar to be, depending on how open you want your neckline to be rather. Then from that center, from that point you took, from that break, you slant it upward, and also from that other 1.5 inch, you come in by half of an inch, you can see, and then you slant it right into the neckline from that breaking point, from that 6 inches that I took. You can decide to take your own 8 inches. So from that 6 inches, I slanted it to the right side, and also I slanted it into the neckline. Do you understand? So the next thing we're just going to do is to cut out that side that went to the center of our fabric. You can see, so I went ahead and cut that side out. I hope you understand that. So that's going to form our flap. You can see that's going to form our flap like so. And then if you notice, you see that I had gone ahead to make a notch at that 0.5 inch that I came in by. So I went ahead and took a notch there. Then after we are done with that, the next thing we're going to do is to cut an interface for it, because you know it's going to have a flap, and that's we are going to make use of our fabric so that it can be showing our fabric on the other side as well. I hope you understand that.
So I had gone ahead to cut out an interfacing, like so, using the fabric itself. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to sew the interfacing to the main fabric. And while cutting out your interfacing, make sure that the interfacing is at the same length as your fabric, as your dress, and then go ahead and notch it as well. So we are going to start sewing from that notch. You can see, so we are going to start sewing from that notch, come down by half inch rather, and then you sew it all the way down, like so, using half of an inch all the way down. I hope you understand. So I'm just going to sew it like that for the two sides of the front piece. Now after I'm done, this is what I have. You can see our flap like so. You can see it. Now the next thing we are going to do is to join our front piece to the back piece on the shoulder line, like so. So right side facing each other, go ahead and join your front piece to the back piece. So this is what I have after I was done joining on the shoulder. Now the next thing we're going to do is to cut out our collar. To cut out our collar, go ahead and measure what you have on your neckline from that notched area. So I'll go ahead from that notched area, I'll mark whatever I have there. So for me, I have about 18 and a half, like so. That's 18 and a half. Now that 18 and a half, the next thing I'm just going to do is to divide it into two. I'm going to divide that 18 and a half into two, and then use it to mark out my collar. So I have this fabric and I've gone ahead to fold it into two, like that. So 18 and a half divided by 2, I have 9.25. So I went ahead and marked 9.25 on that piece of fabric, like so. You can see. So you divide that fabric, you fold it into two rather, and then divide your measurement into two. I hope you get. So I went ahead and marked my starting line, like that. So from that starting line, I came down by 3.5 inch, which is the length of my collar. So I just connected it to that 9.25, like so, and I made another line. You can see. So now after I was done with that, the next thing I'm just going to do is to go to that remaining part of my fabric after that 9.25. After the 9.25, I went out by 1 inch. I hope you get. So I went out by 1 inch, and then I'm just going to slant it right into that other side. It's just a pity that maybe my camera is not really showing this well. Then I'll come down by half inch on that center, like that. That is the center with which we are going to join our collar to our fabric, like that is going to sit on the neck. I hope you understand. So that's the center. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out, adding half an inch to it, which is the sewing allowance. So the next thing I'm going to do is to cut out another piece of that collar, which we are going to use to turn our collar. So our collar has to be in two pieces. So we join it together to turn it out. You understand? So that's what I'm doing right here. And after that, the next thing we are going to do is to join the two pieces together on the side using half of an inch. You can see I'm just going to join it on those sides, leaving that part that is going to sit on our neckline, leaving it alone. So after I am done with that, I'll bring the collar to us. Now you can see that notched area. That's where we are going to fix our collar. So you can see my collar. I'd gone ahead to sew it, but now I'm going to be notching it at the middle. So I'm going to be notching it like so. And after I'm done notching it, the next thing I'm just going to do is to open it up. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to place it. You can see I didn't finish it on that down part. I left about half of an inch. So I'm going to take one piece of that collar and sew it all the way around the neckline. I hope you understand. So go ahead and do that. Use one piece of that collar. You know we have two pieces there. So use one piece to sew all the way around the neckline to that notched area, from one notched area to the other notched area. And after we are done with that, we are going to use the other piece to cover our seam inside. You understand? We are going to use it so that it can give us a neat finishing. I hope you understand that. So go ahead and do yours. So after I was done, this is what I have. You can see it. You see that it is really neat like that. Now after that, the next thing I'm just going to do is to fix our side pocket and also fix our sleeve to it. To fix the side pocket, I had gone ahead to cut out 4 pieces of fabric that I'm going to be fixing to the side. Now I'm going to come down from my waistline by 3 inches, and then I'm going to place my pocket on it like that, right side facing each other. Please, right side facing each other. So I had gone ahead to cut out the fabric about 9 inches long, 9 inches wide, and then I made a design. So I'm just going to place it like that, right side. Please, there is an error here. It should be right side facing each other. So you place it like so on the sides, the front piece and the back piece. So we have 4 pieces like that, one on the first piece of our front, the second one, like 2 pieces on the front and 2 pieces at the back as well. I hope you understand. So after I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and fix my sleeve. And after I'm done fixing the sleeve, I'll bring it back to us to see what I have. So after I was done, this is what I have. Now the next thing is for me to join our sides using half of an inch. So I'm just going to join the sides together. You can see the pocket like that. So I'm just going to join with an inch, half of an inch rather. So I'm just going to sew it all the way down like so. And after I'm done sewing it on the 2 sides, you can see, just join it like that. So after I'm done, the next thing I'm just going to do is to sew my buttonhole and fix my buttons. And after I am done with that, I'm going to hem the down part as well. I've gone ahead to hem my sleeve. So after that, I'll bring the final look to us.